Ready?
Three,
Countdown.
2, 1, go. Hello, everybody. I'm Finny Inianster, back with my friend, The Legend's End.
Hey guys.
Hi. Anyway, back with episode 2 of the Nine Show, where we talk about gaming, technology, software, and all things amazing, pretty much.
Well, not all things.
Well,
Once again, that's like the all things internet. That'd take quite a while.
well, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, so, you start us off with our first topic then, I guess.
Alrighty, so today we're gonna start off with hardware, and I believe Liam has some news on that.
I said you were going to start us off.
Okay,
sir.
then. Alright, then we're not starting with software. So our first piece of news is DirectX 12 is gonna be it's gonna be a game changer for Xbox One as well as the normal PC.
PC.
So, yeah, PCMR.
Because it's Microsoft. Of course, they're
Yes.
going to use their new software to make
Which
games better.
means that PS4 is taking another hit to falling even more behind the Xbone.
But the PS4 has its own DirectX 12-like API. I read about this somewhere. I don't remember what it was called. It's called something, though.
Interesting. Well, I don't really pay attention to consoles anymore.
PC Master Race.
Since we have become PC. Anyway, what is the next thing? Oh, so the Batman Arkham Knight pre-order, all the pre-order and editions have been revealed. And so that's pretty cool. They have they have exclusive pre-order content. So you have the Harley Quinn and the Red Hood story pack for, I believe, for free. Yes, and that is in Europe, I believe. Yes, that is in GameStop's only in the US and Game in the UK. And then Amazon in the UK and Walmart in the US will give you the Harley Quinn story pack and the prototype Batmobile. And then in Best Buy in the US, you get the Wayne Tech booster pack and Harley Quinn story. And Amazon in the US gives you a very old-looking Batman costume. And then Steam, you get the Gotham's Future skin pack, which includes a very robot-looking Batman Beyonds, which was a lot of people's favorite Batman skin. Or Batman, what'd that be called? Offshoot?
I don't know.
Something like that. Anyway, so that's pretty exciting. I mean, they're
pretty cool pre-order bonuses, but don't pre-order. Pre-ordering is evil.
Please don't listen to him. Oh, by the way, sponsored drink of the day. I am drinking yellow and blue Gatorade mixed.
Okay, I'm drinking the same old Pepsi.
I mixed them myself, and they are quite delicious.
Sponsored snack of the day is Pop-Tarts.
Sponsored snack of the day for me is the Werther's Original Caramel Candies.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty
Nice.
good. Anyway, and there was one other thing I was going to mention right about now. Come on, Clay, you can think. It is... Oh, yes. So, pre-ordering, by the way, it's not evil. He's joking. If you want to support your game developers and how
pre-ordering
they make
is
games,
evil.
if you want to support... You're right, it's evil if you, want to support the developer of the game, you know.
But who wants to do that?
Yeah, right? Who wants to support the people who make the games that you love?
Not necessarily what I mean, but, you know. Don't pre-order EA games, pretty much.
Yes, there. Yeah,
or like Ubisoft
okay, so
games
early access, initials, EA, and an early access game is like a fully released EA game. Did you ever think about it that way? I'm willing to bet you didn't.
No, I did not, actually.
Yeah, see, because a normal early access game is like what EA releases. And then, oh, so have you heard anything about Titanfall 2?
Um, no, I did not actually.
Alrighty, well, everybody was all hyped because they thought that it was going to get released at E3, but sadly, well, I don't know about sadly, Titanfall kind of sucked.
Hey,
No.
I like Titanfall.
Do you own Titanfall, sir?
I played it on my friend's PC for like 3 hours. I like it quite a bit.
Well, a lot of people complain about the what's it called? The long-termness of the game, you know? There's no real
I
it's
guess
fun
that's
for a
something.
while, but there's no real point to continue it for a while, you know?
So it's pretty much just like a normal Call of Duty game.
Well, no,
Really?
because
Yeah.
Call of Duty actually has points to playing for a long time. Prestiges give you stuff instead of just like prestiging gets you absolutely nothing in this game.
But you're still, I don't know. It's still not that. Call of Duty still doesn't have that much replayability. I mean, really.
I feel you. I mean,
I've been able to play. I think the Call of Duty game that I have played the most is Black Ops,
yes, Black Ops 1.
and I have, I don't know, quite a few hours into it, but
Okay.
nothing that much. I don't have that many hours into it. I have a lot more hours in other games, you know.
Yeah, what did I have? My most played Call of Duty game was Black Ops 2
Yeah.
because I freaking loved that game. I played it so every day I would get done with school and I'd play it for several, like 2 hours is the max I could play. And then I'd get up and do it the next day.
Wow.
And that was my entire regimen for a long, long time. Get up, play Call of Duty and after school, and that's it. It was great. It was absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
Anyway, and so back to Titanfall. Titanfall 2 will not be announced at this E3. It's going to be at least another year. They're actually, that company, they're not showing anything at E3 this year, which is kind of surprising considering that Titanfall had a lot of buyers, even though it wasn't necessarily the greatest.
Still better than Call of Duty, but
No.
it was still good.
Not better than Call of Duty.
Okay, sir. Whatever.
Anyway, and it's so they're not revealing anything. So Titanfall did really well, and then they're not doing anything now, and honestly, it's not the greatest for them. I mean, if they're trying to grow as a company and as a game developer, they've released like a few small games, Titanfall, and then they haven't done anything since.
They haven't even made any DLC for Titanfall.
Yeah, and it's like, if you guys really want to grow as to become a really good gaming company and developer like Treyarch or Ubisoft or EA or any of those people, okay, I shouldn't say
just
great.
Take off EA and Ubisoft from that list.
No, Ubisoft. Ubisoft can stay.
Ubisoft is turning out to be more and more like EA every day, though.
You know what? I don't like what they're doing with Assassin's Creed. Other than that, they're releasing 2 a year now. They released like 3 of them last year.
Yeah.
They're gonna completely milk that series of like everything until they're getting like till there's like 3,000 fans that are buying the games.
Yeah.
and that's it, because they're just like hardcore fans or collectors. I mean, I liked Assassin's Creed, but they're milking it a lot. And they
Oh,
know it
it
too.
got better to a point, and
Yeah, I
then
mean, Assassin's Creed 3 was absolutely amazing. I don't know why people hated it. It was great. You guys. Dude, shh, 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 shh.
I liked 4. 4 was my personal favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I think 4 was fun. I just wasn't the biggest fan of 4.
1
And
was the first one I played, and I liked it. Um,
and
I don't
then you
know, it
played
seemed
4.
kind of long, and I haven't played any other game. I've played 1 and 4, that's all.
Nice. Um,
And I have to say, I like 4 a lot better. But, that's just me. Some people probably like 1 better.
you know, a lot of people give, what was it? Give think here. What was it? Give 3 a lot of hate, and I don't understand it. I personally think that 3 was a lot of fun. Now, maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think it was a lot of fun. And then Rogue, not that great. Unity, a lot of problems on release. I mean, it's just, I don't know. They're doing too much with that franchise.
By the way, um, on Assassin's Creed, were you done?
Yes, I.
Okay. On the subject of Assassin's Creed Syndicate will not have a companion app.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
It will not have a companion app, which is pretty cool. Actually, I really like it. Black Flag had a companion app. It wasn't really that intrusive, though. But apparently, Assassin's Creed Unity's companion app was really terrible.
Yes, it was. Oh gosh, it was horrible.
Anyway, so they have. I don't know if they've confirmed it yet. Yes, Ubisoft has confirmed. They have confirmed that there will be no companion app in Syndicate.
That is quite exciting. If I do.
Which, actually, I might actually pick up this Assassin's Creed game. It looks pretty cool.
Syndicate?
It's based in London.
You know what, dude? Come on. They do something Asian like China or Japan, and they do it in olden times when you could be like a ninja. It could be so cool.
Yeah, that's what I want them to do with Total War. So if you guys don't know, the Creative Assembly released what the next Total War is going to be, and it's going to be a it is sorry, it is going to be Warhammer, which, if you guys also don't know, Warhammer is a fantasy strategy game of its own, and the next Total War is going to be Total War Warhammer. If they released a like an Asian or an African Total War, I would really love that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that whole kind of what's it called? Time period, I guess? Age is really hasn't been touched by many recent developers, you know? I mean, I don't know. But speaking of Asian games, Mortal Kombat X is getting a DLC pack on June 2nd if you have the combat pack, and June 9th if you don't. So, if you pre-ordered, you got the combat pack, and so now it's later in the game after its release, and they're giving people who pre-ordered DLC before people who didn't. Granted, it's only a week, but it's still a quite interesting idea.
Yeah.
And Tanya is the character, if I didn't mention that.
Tanya. Okay.
You probably haven't heard of her, have you?
No, I haven't really been much into Mortal Kombat X. I know it's supposed to be like an amazing game, and it had a hilarious bug in the beginning where you couldn't get past the main menu.
0 out
But
of 10. Menu boss too hard.
yeah, but I haven't really been paying much attention to the game itself.
Yeah, it seemed to die out on YouTube fairly quickly. Maybe it's just
Yeah.
me, but
Well, fighting games, the genre, like, kind of makes it not be on YouTube very much, you know? There's
yeah,
not that much, what would you call it?
longevity.
Longevity as far as content you can make for it. You know?
I can see what you mean, yeah. What was... Oh, speaking... Well, I don't know. But Mortal Kombat is like one of the fighting games that actually has a story in the campaign. So I am actually kind of surprised. But Mad Max trailer released. Oh, yes. If you guys don't know, Mad Max... excuse me. Mad Max is being made by the same people who made Just Cause.
So it's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. You know that it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to be so amazing. Anyway, they released a trailer, and it's pretty cool looking. I mean, I think it's pretty freaking cool looking. And so if you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. And so DirectX 12, Xbox One. Xbox One is getting a new controller.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you talk about that, Liam?
So, I don't know. What are they actually doing to the controller? Because for me, I really like the one controller.
It is pretty cool. They are pretty much the same as the current as far as form goes, but they're just making like little tiny tweaks here and there. There's not a ton of news about it yet, but I think they were gonna make the triggers. They were gonna adjust them, make them a little wider, and then the design
And
is
it's gonna have a 3.5mm port for headphones.
Yes,
which is really cool.
Finally, Microsoft, thank you.
No more proprietary things.
Which was the case for a long time, and it was very sad.
Yeah, very, very sad.
Very sad.
It's terrible.
Am sad.
So, yeah. New port, and is that the only thing?
Pretty much.
I don't know. For me, I really didn't like the 360 controller.
Yeah.
I kind of hated the 360 controller.
That's because you're a fag.
I don't know. I really liked... The PS3 controller was really nice, and I really liked it a lot. But... Okay. 360 controller, I kind of hated. I didn't like it very much. Yeah, there was just too much about it that kind of sucked. But
you know what? I'm gonna say
the one controller is so good.
I'm gonna say
so good.
What was it? The main thing that I didn't like was the fact that the PS3 controller felt light in your hands. When you hold an Xbox 360 or an Xbox One controller, it has some weight in your hands. It fills up your hands. Whereas to me, the PS3 controller, it feels light and flimsy, you know?
I don't know. I really like the PS3 controller. Mostly the analog sticks are my big problem about the 360 controller. The PS3's analog sticks were not stiff at all, and I don't know, much easier to maneuver, pretty much.
Okay.
And the buttons. I like the buttons on the PS3 a lot better.
I can see that.
Also, the top bumpers on the 360 controller, really hard to press down, as well as L3 and R3. Really hard to press down.
L3, R3?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It took a lot of force to push them down. But I got to use the one controller, actually, at the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare reveal. At GameStop. They did a midnight release. I really, really liked it. And I would even go as far to say as I like it even more than the PS4 controller.
Yeah, I don't know. PS4 controller is kind of like meh, in my opinion.
I like it, but it just feels weird, you know?
It does. It does. Speaking of the PS4, if you have not heard, minimize. If you have not heard, what was I gonna say? Oh, PS2 Darksiders 2 had a new edition revealed.
Huh.
Pretty coolio. It's pretty cool looking. It's the Death in it. I couldn't figure out how to pronounce it.
How to pronounce it?
Yes. Death Initive.
Definitive. Ha ta oh
No, not gonna lie.
know.
Anyway, it's
definitive edition. It's the definitive.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man, boy, do I hate this company right now. Anyway, they originally had a bankruptcy auction. Because they needed the money so bad. It's quite terrible, actually. I don't like seeing that happen to these smaller game companies, you know? I mean, but, I don't know. The game wasn't that great.
I never have been a fan of the Darksiders games, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it felt like it was missing something. You know, it's like they try to cram it full of stuff, but it's like, meh. I don't really.
Yeah.
Have a desire. And speaking of that kind of thing, Arkham Knight trailer. So we talked about the editions earlier. I forgot to mention the trailer. And man, this game is looking to be really, really good. Man. So they had, what was it called? Oh, so they actually, if you don't know, it's going to be the first game in this Batman series that's going to be rated M. And that's got some people upset. And they actually, they had a talk with some of the higher-ranking DC people, and the DC people were going to make them cut some stuff from the story for being, I quote, too dark. And that kind of makes me sad. And they ended up saying that they don't have to, but something is getting cut. So that whole part isn't going to be cut, but parts of it are going to be cut, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's a Batman game, and so you know it's not going to be anything. You know that it's going to be either something violent or something about death.
So it's not going to be anything like terrible.
Sexual or, yeah, anything.
Which kind of, with my parents, as long as it's not sexual or anything, it's fine. M is fine.
I think that's the way it is for a lot of people. And, I don't know. I personally think as long as it's going to be rated M, they might as well go all out with it, you know? But that's just my opinion. However, I'll probably still like this game, I'm sorry, still like it. Still buy it because it's looking pretty cool.
I've actually never bought a Batman game before. And, you know, I might buy this one. It looks pretty cool.
It does, it does. I got gifted the, I think it was Arkham City. It's either Arkham... What was the older one? It's Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and Arkham Asylum, right?
Yeah.
So I got gifted Arkham Asylum by somebody, but the people they bought it from had Dishonored in the case. I ended up playing Dishonored a ton, and I never touched Arkham Asylum. Or Arkham City. It was great.
Okay.
But honestly, this game, I'm pumped for it. I'm gonna call it right now. It's gonna win many Game of the Year awards. Speaking of Game of the Year contenders, Splatoon is out now. If you don't know Splatoon, excuse me, it's a game about if you're a kid, you're a squid. Something like that. I haven't actually looked into it that much. But anyway, a lot of the kids were all mad about it, and they're saying, oh yeah, well, you guys just don't like Splatoon because it's going to be a Game of the Year that's not some violent first-person shooter, which really isn't very true for Game of the Year, because Call of Duty, Battlefield, they haven't been Game of the Year in a long time. The last Game of the Year that was a violent first-person shooter was GTA 5, and that was that was a game that took 5 years to make, and probably deserved it. I'm sorry, it did deserve it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So far, people don't seem super impressed with it. People are saying it's good, but it's not, like, great from all the reviews I've been reading. And another bad thing about it is that it's Wii U exclusive.
I don't know. I don't think that's a bad thing. The Wii U really needs a good game to have.
I know.
It really needs it.
But if any game is Wii U exclusive, it's not going to get the recognition from a lot of the community, you know? That, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to give it a chance because they don't have a Wii U, you know? I mean, Wii U sales were terrible, and I mean, I'd love a Wii U, but honestly, I'd rather just get, like, better PC parts or something than go out and drop $300 on a Wii U so I could play...
It's not worth the $300 to play.
For, like, because you'd play,
I would want to play
a couple Mario games and Smash Bros.
Yeah, a few first-party titles, and that's all, pretty much.
Because there aren't a whole lot of good small developers on the Wii U. And I mean, it is... I don't know. I kind of blame Nintendo for this.
They kind of push them all away.
Exactly. And it's like... And then they complain about their console being a failure. Like, if Nintendo truly wants to succeed, they need to open up to more people developing on their consoles. And I'm going to say it'll be a long time before they do that.
There's not a lot of people doing that.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of people that want to because of what's happened in the past with Nintendo, you know? I'm sorry, Splatoon. Back to Splatoon real quick. It's gotten 7 out of 10. 7 to 8 out of 10 is the most common review I found, and like 3.5 stars. So it's not getting that great reviews.
Yeah.
But enough about Nintendo. I mean, they're trying to... What are they doing? Oh, they're developing mobile games now, or they're going to start, which is retarded, and it makes me sad. Nintendo's going down the toilet. I'm sorry.
They needed something, though. They really needed something to make
Here's what they
money.
need to do. They need to release a new console. They need to open their current stuff up to more outside developers, and they need to listen to the community.
But, they did announce a new console. You know that, right?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about that. Do you have something you'd like to share about that?
Um, well, it's called the Nintendo NX, is its code name. That's not going to be its
Yes.
real name. It's probably going to be named something like the new Wii U, just like they did with their 3DS,
Yes.
Which
But
is retarded, but knowing Nintendo, they're going to go with something like that. They're probably going to keep the Wii name. Whether it's going to be called U or not, I don't know.
yeah,
But
I
they're
don't
most
know.
likely going to keep the Wii name, and I don't know. But they said it's probably, a lot of rumors are saying it's probably not going to be released until like 2017,
Yeah, I heard that they were gonna unveil it in 2016.
which I don't know. It's something they need to do it, but they can't do it too early, Because if they do it too early, everyone who bought a Wii U is going to be pissed off. Because
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the Wii U is 3 years old now.
that's why they're waiting till 2017.
Yeah. See,
5-year longevity so that they don't make people mad. I mean, because if Nintendo came out with a new console 3 years after I just bought their newest console, I would be pretty mad.
yeah, but I think it's gonna be kind of like a thing with the Xbox 360 and the 360 Slim. You know?
No, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a new console.
Okay. Well,
Because
but
they
yeah,
need a new console. They really do.
they do. They do.
They need to just get away from the Wii U as quickly as possible.
And I don't know.
Their
They're
3DS sales are great. 3DS
yes.
sales are amazing. But Wii U has just been a failure its entire life.
If you don't know, there are two Pokemon games and Smash Bros. For the 3DS. So Alpha and Omega, Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, because Sapphire is better. Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby, and X and Y did better than all but one Wii U game. Did better or about the same as all but one Wii U game. That Wii U game? Smash Bros.
Yeah. Nintendo's first party titles have always outsold any third party games on their consoles.
I know, but
And
still.
first
So
party games are the only reason people buy
So
Nintendo
a
games.
3DS
Nintendo consoles.
Pokemon game outsold every Wii U game except for Smash Bros. 4.
Which is not very surprising, really. To be honest, it's not really surprising.
I know, but I don't know.
It's just kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, sorta.
But it doesn't really surprise me at all. Smash Bros. 4, I personally love the game. And,
Do you own the game?
no, I do not own it yet. $40 is a lot of money.
That's
I mean,
that's,
you know how
that's
many
what console people
You know
have.
how many Steam games I could buy for that much? And
Five.
also, the summer sale is coming up.
Yes, summer sale is rumored. I don't believe it's been officially confirmed, but it is supposed to start June 11th.
It's never officially confirmed. Steam is just like, hey, we have a new sale up.
Yeah.
They never really release a release date, ever.
But PayPal usually leaks the sales on a pretty regular basis.
Because they're like, hey, expect to have a crap ton of money drawn in right now. At this date.
And so, Steam doesn't even get mad at PayPal. I think they kind of, just let PayPal do the announcement for them now.
Well,
Because it happens for almost every major sale. Summer sale, last year it happened. For the past couple winter sales, it's happened for the fall sale. It's like that's that's they just do that on a regular basis now, and Steam doesn't like say anything.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, but whatever.
I don't know. It annoys me when companies don't speak up and make their own announcements. Speaking of companies just like that, AMD. I'm getting really mad at AMD because I've heard so many freaking rumors, and there has not been one stinking thing about their new graphics cards confirmed by AMD. It is so annoying.
It is getting pretty annoying.
It's like AMD, if you're trying to cover up these leaks, you're not doing a very good job.
You didn't know. They're just like they're like gonna make an announcement, and then they see a leak and they're like, "Oh, hey, these guys did it for us. Okay, never mind." It's such a terrible thing.
It gets me so angry. I get so annoyed at it's just like every day there's a new leak from AMD.
But I mean, it's AMD, so you can't get that mad at them.
Yeah. I'm pretty mad at them right now. But
yeah, I don't know.
speaking of AMD, more rumors about the company. So they're probably gonna abandon the title 390X and name it something equivalent to like the Titan that Nvidia has. There's been rumors that it's gonna be called the AMD Fury, and it's gonna be completely like segregated from the rest of the lineup. So previously they have all their cards have number names, like the 200 series. They had like the 280, 280X, 290, 290X. And the 290X was their top tier card. It was the fastest graphics card they had.
And it was just better than any other card because it was AMD. Because AMD is better than Nvidia.
So I'll tell you a quick story here. So it's story time, guys.
Story time, guys. Gather around the campfire and get your drinks, children.
Anyway, so Nvidia's best card was called the Titan. So this is around when the 700 series from Nvidia was out. Their best card was the Titan, and it was $1,000. And AMD was still on their last gen. They came out with their 200 series. So they released their 290X, which was a $550 card that beat out the Titan in almost every benchmark for half the price. So Nvidia pretty much re-released their Titan under the name 780 Ti, and even had it overclocked, and it was better than the Titan, and they released it for $700. So they killed their top-end card and made a better variant of it for less money, pretty much, because AMD had a better card. Story time's over.
Story time's over, guys. Great story time, Liam.
Thank you. So yeah,
It's
there are a lot
absolutely
of
marvelous story.
there are a lot of rumors surrounding the new top tier card. I personally hope they beat out the Titan X with this new card for less money, and it would make me feel very happy.
Because AMD over Nvidia. You guys can expect
Not-
that to be said at least 4 times an episode.
From him.
From me, yes.
Not necessarily the case for me. I mean, they're both good.
AMD's better.
The only reason I want to see AMD succeed is because they are currently the underdog. They are currently being pretty much beaten the crap out of by Nvidia right now.
Yeah, and that's also true when it comes to their CPUs right now. But
Intel is destroying AMD right now in the CPU market, and Nvidia is gaining ground ever so slowly, but they are still gaining ground. So I would like to see them succeed. It would be
Yes,
cool.
and you know what? Honestly, between the new cards that are coming out, the amazing ones, and the what's the other thing? Zen. AMD is gonna be. I mean, okay, they're gonna be better, but they're still not gonna be as popular,
Yeah.
and that's just because I don't know, because people know Intel. You know, they know what to expect. I mean, like I don't know. Personally, I think AMD is better than Intel, but a lot of people, Intel has a lot more deals with most people, you know? I mean, if you go and look up a just like a laptop or even a regular PC, there's going to be a heck of a lot more with Intel than there will be with AMD, and that's just because of the popularity of Intel.
Not necessarily true. Slightly, yes. But not all the way. I'll tell you the reason why Intel is in every laptop. Because AMD is crap as far as power consumption goes. That's the only reason.
But
So
even
if you
in
see,
desktops, if you go look up a desktop, I'm confident in saying that you will find more Intel computers than you will
yes, that's true. And
AMD.
their name is bigger than AMD. Most of that is because there are a lot of people who go around saying Intel is so much better, which is true in certain areas.
For now.
And as far as price to performance, AMD is always gonna beat out Intel, at least right now. I mean, think about it. Their 8-core CPU, 8-core 3.5 gigahertz is $130. Their quad-core CPU, which this 8-core, it's kind of this is what it was targeted at when it came out, was the i5s, and it kind of goes head to head with i5s. It's a little behind, but i5s are like $150.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
they're still winning as far as price to performance, but think about it. AMD's best CPU right now is like $160, and it's an 8-core. If they really want to have, Intel's pretty much ahead in the expensive CPU market.
yeah.
They're the only people in the enthusiast class, which is why their enthusiast CPUs cost $1,000.
But Zen is going to change all of it.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, pretty much. Um, at least I really hope so. There are rumors circulating around that it's going to have 60 to 70% higher instructions per clock over pile driver, which is what the 8350 and 20 and all those are based off of.
Which,
So it's going to have 60 to 75% better instructions per clock, and it's going to have more cores at a higher clock speed as well. So I think Intel's got to do something fast, because AMD is coming back.
yes. And it's all thanks to, oh gosh, I can't remember the guy's name that's doing Zen and who did the older ones. But
He was on the Phenom team, as well as
yes.
the old Athlon team, back when AMD was destroying Intel in every way. That's
Yeah.
not really the case anymore, but
Sadly.
they're gonna come back. They are.
I can only
Unless
hope.
unless Intel has a really good trick up its sleeve, AMD is gonna come back.
Which is great.
Which also, Intel does have a new CPUs planned. The Skylake processors are probably going to be very good. But here's to hoping that AMD will
Beats him.
beat them enough to get a good piece of the market share back, because they don't have hardly any. And you know what will happen if AMD goes down? Intel is going to raise their prices on everything. Nvidia is going to raise their prices on everything.
Intel is going to stop trying to produce super good stuff.
So they're not going to innovate. So it's pretty much going to be like the last 4 years at Intel.
It's gonna basically crush the entire market. It's gonna turn it from a great choice-based thing that is driving these two companies to make better and better stuff to a single to a single person who will maybe change it a little each year, but really they're not going to change it that much because they don't need to. You're going to buy it either way.
Yeah, like, think about it right now. So, Intel versus AMD right now.
It's time to eat. It's time to eat.
Anyway,
Intel versus AMD right now has been kind of dead. So, think about it this way. Sandy Bridge, which is on the 2000 series CPUs, that's like 4 years old. And Haswell, which is the current, it's pretty much hasn't really changed much. It's like 30% better. So that's like 5% per generation is about the average that they've been doing.
You know what? I'm really hoping...
And AMD hasn't really been able to do anything about it. Now, the consoles was a great win. Both of the consoles have AMD hardware.
Which is amazing and wonderful.
And, you know, AMD scored a really great win there. And I think this is why they are coming back. They have a lot more money now, and they're able to finally come back.
Yeah, you know, I hope that this makes Intel lower their prices and raise their improvement per
generation, because it's been seriously like 5 to 7% per generation. That's nothing.
Yeah.
And Zen will be an amazing leap, 60 to 70% better. And that's per clock, and they're gonna have more cores as well.
Yes, and so 8-core enthusiast, $1,000. 8-core Zen, $350.
Rumored.
Well, yeah.
AMD has always been good at price to performance, though, so chances are the rumors are going to be pretty much... It's going to be pretty much like what the rumors say, like $350 for the 8-core, which is also going to have simultaneous multi-threading, so pretty much Intel hyper-threading. It's going to have 8 cores and 16 threads, guys.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
So... Do you mind if I hop back to gaming real quick?
Yeah, we're gonna have to close soon, but...
Yeah, so I just got a couple more things here. So first off, Destiny House of Wolves, DLC came out. And it's actually making people enjoy the game again.
Huh.
People are saying that this is a good DLC, because the first DLC, they really screwed things up. They changed it so, like, the main way that people got gear and stuff, they made it so you could only do it if you had DLC. And, but I believe that they eventually fixed that, and now the new one is looking pretty darn good. I don't know, I'll probably end up picking up Destiny on summer sale if it's cheap, but, man, this DLC looks like it's making Destiny relevant again, at least for a little while.
Yeah, Destiny. If you're on YouTube a lot watching videos, you'll see that Destiny was a huge hype when it came out. On the internet, it was everywhere, and people thought people played it at first, and you know it was a good game. And a few weeks later, you didn't see anything online about Destiny.
Yeah, it died out really quickly. But this DLC, it's starting to make it relevant again, and I don't know, kind of cool. Speaking of DLC and stuff, Tropico 5 just got another DLC pack. It's the Espionage expansion. and it actually looks really cool. I believe you play Tropico 5, don't you? Or
I
you
play Tropico 3.
Yeah, but they even have a trailer for the DLC, which is something that usually only extremely big companies do. But
Yeah.
it's an espionage pack in Tropico. Ugh. I may pick up Tropico. I think I might actually pick up this DLC, which I haven't picked up DLC in a long time.
I picked up Tropico 3 during some sale, and I really like Tropico 3.
You picked up the complete Tropico pack, didn't you? It's like everything but 5?
Everything but 4 and 5, sadly. So it only add up to Tropico 3. But,
That
you know,
is sad.
I don't really mind because I've seen a lot of reviews that say, like, Tropico 4 wasn't that great. So, I don't know, I'm not really...
5 had a lot of, I don't know. I think 5 did well. You know,
I'm not really
people
that...
played it. They actually finished a series instead of, like, just, like, stopping it. They actually, they did a couple playthroughs. I know some YouTubers who did, multiple playthroughs. And I'm really hoping that I'll see some content on this DLC pack.
Yeah.
And, ooh, man, there's one other, or just a couple other games I wanted to mention. EA's new Need for Speed is not going to be playable offline.
Yay. So they're pulling a Microsoft.
That is a terribly sad thing. Need for Speed, they really made it online. You have to be connected to the internet to play it, and that is
very saddening.
Retarded.
For me.
Yeah.
I am actually very mad about this.
Because if I'm gonna play Need for Speed, it's probably because I just want to, like, chill and, have a little racing. I don't want to have to be connected to the internet. Whatever.
EA.
EA.
EA again.
Oh, and I know you guys have heard, but I just want to rub it in a little more. Battlefront 3 playable first on Xbox One. I just want to rub that in.
That's Battlefront 3, sir.
What did I say?
You said Battlefield.
I did it again, dang it! Battlefront 3 playable first on Xbox One.
Which really sucks, because I'm going to be buying it for PC.
Is great. Is great. And there were a couple other Twitch bans adult only games, which that's a big deal for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Manhunt 2, and that's about it. That's the only popular games on Twitch that were AL. And the kind of
there are only 33 or 35 adult-only rated games.
Huh. Well, San Andreas was actually an interesting story. It released as M, and it got changed to adult only a long time later.
Because people found blocked content in the game. So pretty much originally there was the hot coffee thing, Have you heard about the hot coffee thing?
I think I may have.
Anyway, so they were going to put that in the original game, and then they decided to take it out. But they didn't take it out. They just made it unaccessible. Which,
You know how that works out.
People are going to be searching through the files to mod. So people were probably out modding and found files that you couldn't access in the game. And they're like, oh, what is this? And then got released to the news, and they had to take back their rating, and they actually rated it something else.
Yeah, which, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. But, do we have any other... Oh, yeah, Witcher 3, more free DLC released already. Because
free DLC, because they're awesome.
They're apologizing because there were some major issues that were found. That patch we were talking about last week, oh gosh, they caused a bunch of issues. They opened up more bugs and glitches than they fixed.
Yeah.
And so is that Binding of Isaac Rebirth? It added daily runs and leaderboards, which is like about 3 months overdue.
Yeah.
This game was super popular on YouTube. Now it's not, and now they're actually like giving a crap about it.
Yeah.
Yay. There was so Witcher 3 DLC, Binding of Isaac, and the only other thing I have to talk about is the fake, fraudulent Elder Scrolls Online keys got deactivated on May 25th. Because they're, if you don't know, they're switching to a non-subscription based thing, which is
amazing.
They should have done that. When was the game released?
A long time ago. But I think the reason they did this is because they needed the money. So they charged you. It was like $75 up front and then a monthly subscription.
Well, so you paid $75, but that came with a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was $60 for the game and $15 a month, which is
a lot of money.
Retarded.
Mainly MMOs, they're usually pay all up front or free to start, and then you pay like a monthly fee. This one though, yeah, they had both.
They decided to go the terrible route.
They decided to go the EA route. At least they didn't release 20 DLC packs later.
Yeah, at least, I was gonna say something else about Witcher 3. I mean, yeah, they're releasing DLC early, but at least they aren't releasing day one DLC like certain companies. EA. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's the only reason that I'm kind of,
worried about
Battlefront 3. Like, Battlefront 2 was, like, my childhood favorite game, and I still play it on a semi-regular basis. Like, at least once a week.
Because he's weird like that.
But on PC, not on console anymore.
Oh, whew. I got worried there for a little while.
Anyway, so, this game... Oh, man, I love this game so much.
And they're gonna screw it up.
They probably will. And it's going to be terrible. But if they don't screw it up, which they probably will, but if they don't, I am going to be very, very happy. And I am going to be buying this probably the day before so I can preload it. I'm not going to pre-order it months in advance because I don't really like pre-ordering.
But the thing is, you pre-order, you get a week of early access to a stage.
So I'll pre-order as late as I can get that, pretty much. I'm going to pre-order it as late as I can, pretty much. I don't want to pre-order months in advance because, I don't know, when developers make their money before their game is even released and finished, it seems to me like third-party AAA developers tend to, they already got their money, so why put more content in, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Pre-ordering used to be a great thing where you wanted your game to be better. You wanted to support the developers during the development process. You wanted to make sure you got a great game. You would pre-order, you know? You're showing your support for them. But it's turned into, hey guys, look how many pre-orders we got.
Yeah.
Bragging rights, basically, you know? And it's sad.
Anyway, we better close this up then, I guess. We covered mostly everything?
I believe that's everything I had to talk about.
Sweet.
You have anything else you want to say?
I don't know. Give us some feedback on this series. Do you like this series?
Yes, and if you have stuff that you want us to talk about, let us know.
Most people don't really do that, and it kind of sucks.
Well, what can you expect from YouTube commenters?
Not much, actually.
Yeah, well, no, you can expect some hate and some people saying you're copying somebody who you haven't even heard of.
Yeah, that kind of happened today.
Yeah,
But, you know.
guys, we didn't base this series off anybody else. What happened was the Steam discussion on my channel. I thought that was a lot of fun, and so I kind of wanted to keep doing stuff like that.
Do it
That's
as a
pretty
weekly series where we talk about, I don't know,
stuff like that.
gaming, technology, PC Master Race.
Um,
Anyway, we're not trying to copy anybody, and I'm sure we probably did, but you can't do anything on YouTube without copying someone, in all
Yeah.
reality. And that's like saying anybody who does gameplay with commentary is copying PewDiePie. I mean, really.
PewDiePie Master Race.
Who was the first person to sit there and make funny commentary to a game? Do you know?
Oh gosh. I know one of the YouTubers I'm subscribed to, II Jericho. He's been at it for 8 years.
So does that mean Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, anybody else who does gameplay with commentary? So they're all copying him, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, how else does the world work, Liam? As soon as you do it, nobody can ever do it again.
Yeah, because
even if they come up with the idea.
He obviously filed a patent to this. Tech Syndicate filed a patent on shows where you talk about stuff.
No, that was PKA. He's copying them.
Oh yeah. Anyway, sorry guys, I just got a little angry. Anyway.
Look, if you guys want to watch our show where we discuss what we find beforehand, watch it. If you guys want to watch another YouTuber talk about it, then do that. But don't get mad at us for copying a YouTuber that you like more. I mean, even though there's no YouTubers better than us.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And anyway, guys, so just a reminder on the schedule. Once again, we're not streaming this episode.
Due to software issues, we don't have the correct software.
Things have been happening with this as well. So we plan to have another person on this. Wasn't available last week, and he isn't available this week. And so, I don't know, it's just kind of like, and then we didn't even have the time to get the correct streaming stuff set up. So, next week, hopefully, will be our first live streamed episode. So, you want to see it early. Again, these are going to be streamed on Friday nights, posted on Sunday unless something else happens. If something does happen, check our Twitters, at The Legends End, at Finny and Ianster.
Yeah.
Check our Twitters. We'll figure out what's going on. And you can, see, so if we're going to be late or something, check over on our Twitters. And other than that, and we'll be posting these Sunday. I'm going to be posting mine at 5. I don't know when he's... Actually, I mean to post it a lot earlier, but...
Probably going to post it around 4 o'clock. Try to post it around 4 o'clock every Sunday. So we're going to stream Friday, post Sunday.
Yeah. So you just want to watch the show, go ahead watch Sunday, but you want to get on it early,
We'll be streaming Friday at 5 o'clock. That is Arizona time. Which Arizona doesn't have daylight savings, so
because we're awesome.
It might be kind of hard to make the conversion, but that is 5 o'clock Arizona time.
Yes, and one more quick thing. I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh, sweet.
Gee, this is fun. We're sitting here during an awkward silence. I'm trying to remember what I was gonna... Oh, yes. We're gonna be doing a dual stream. So twitch.tv/The Benign Show, and you will be able... so you'll be able to see my stream and his stream, because
We're going to
I'm
be playing different games,
yeah,
but
and
talking
so
in a Skype call.
you just mute one of the you go ahead and mute one of the streams so you don't get an echo, and then you can watch us play our games, and then if we're like showing something on screen, you can easily see it.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave some feedback in the comments. Do you like this show? Do you want to see more? What do you want us to cover? Other stuff like this. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you dislike it.
No, like it. Leave a comment if you disliked.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't just dislike people, please.
Yeah, if you don't like the video, I don't care if you dislike, but please tell me why.
Leave a comment saying why
Please.
you don't like it.
Yeah.
Because it helps us as content creators a lot.
If you like, tell us.
To tell us what you don't like or what you want to see, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Alrighty, well, I believe
leave
that
some
is
feedback.
it, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's it. Alrighty, well, I guess we will talk to you guys next video.
Next week, Sunday if you're watching it on YouTube, and Friday if you watch it on the stream that we're hopefully going to be doing.
Hopefully
And
next week.
hopefully we're going